This is the boundary line in math education. Everything above it, formulas, computations, methods, procedures, is the only part the system teaches. All of that is the final stage of math, and the field is giving it to new learners at the start. We have an upside-down instructional model at institutional scale, and the results show it. If students remain above this line, the decline will continue. Above this line, they are trapped in execution without structure, steps without meaning, and answers without understanding. 6QRC lives below that line, in the layer the field forgot to teach, the layer where students identify the meaning of the problem before they touch a single formula. This is the structure. This is the structural foundation students have needed from the beginning. Now let's make this even more clear. Before any formula, computation, method, or procedure, there is a structure. Every math problem begins with a structural layer long before a single step is taken. That layer has always been there, but the system never revealed it to students. They were taught the actions performed on the problems, not the structure inside of them. 6QRC enables students to operate from that structure. It gives them a reliable way to see the information, the relationships, the conditions, and the objective before they enter the solving phase. When students enter from structure, everything changes. Their comprehension, their independence, their ability to reason, and their ability to engage new problems on their own. The same independence that lets them read new books without help. It finally becomes possible in math. This is the structure we are fighting for. Now, let's define that structure exactly. Defining 6QRC. For those hearing this as parents, teachers, or learners, 6QRC gives students a foundational grammar that they can use to build the structure of a problem before any solving technique is applied. It shifts their entry point from steps to structure. For those hearing this as researchers or practitioners, 6QRC enables students to assemble the full structure of a math task, the objective, the information elements, the internal relationships, and the required cognitive actions, cognoments, into a coherent form before any formula, computation, or procedure is selected. 6QRC is pre-computation, pre-formula, pre-solve. It is designed for direct meaning extraction in K-12 mathematics. This is not a new method for one topic or another. It is the missing grammatical layer beneath the entire discipline. It doesn't add content or steps. It reveals the substrate that was always there. And once that substrate becomes visible, something important happens. It scales across grades, across content, across teachers, across curricula, even across languages. This is a structural system, and when a structure becomes explicit, the entire field changes. Now let's discuss the reversal that created this gap. The world believes a math problem exists only to be solved. Across modern schooling, math has been defined almost entirely by execution, producing answers, performing steps, applying procedures. That belief is widespread, and it is structurally false. The pre-solve layer has gone completely unnoticed. It has never been formalized, never been named, and never been taught to K-12 students. The field emphasizes speed over structure, answer production over comprehension, and step imitation over reasoning. And the field has named every formula, every method, every procedure, but never the grammar beneath them. This is why math is taught upside down. It starts at the end, it rewards the end, it measures the end. And then we wonder why struggle is rampant. So 6QRC is fighting to make the structural layer visible, the layer that's always existed, but's never been given to students. Now, let's see what changes when the field is turned right side up. Before 6QRC, math meant solving. Teachers were forced into the role of step managers, students became imitators, and the structure of a problem, the actual reasoning layer, remained invisible. After 6QRC, the order flips. Math becomes structure first, solving second. Students become meaning makers, and teachers become reasoning diagnosticians. And structure becomes visible. This is the line between the indirect layer and the direct layer. This is the moment the field gains its missing layer. 6QRC is the first direct layer reasoning system, and this is the moment worth fighting for. Now, let's see the 6 primitives that form that grammar. Every math problem is built from 6 primitives. These 6 elements are not inventions. They are the substrate every problem already depends on. The grammar that has always been there, operating underneath the entire discipline. Axiron is the first to name them, the first to formalize them, and the first to reveal them as a unified structural system. These 6 primitives appear in every problem, across every grade, every topic, every curriculum, and every language. They are the structural constants of K through 12 mathematics. This is the grammar we are fighting for, and this is the structure students deserve to see. Once you see these 6 elements, you can never unsee them. And this is the layer worth fighting for. This is 6QRC, and this is the moment we bring it into the world.